Hey guys, Ashen here and welcome back to the channel guys, and welcome to another guide video when it comes to Black Myth Wukong. Today I'm going to showcase you where you can actually do the most easiest XP farming method into the game itself very early on. So for those who want to make their build early on and want to make their life extremely easy if it comes to Black Myth Wukong, that is by far the fastest method you can do if it comes to XP farming, souls farming, rune farming, and no matter how you call it to yourself, if you are a Soulsborne gamer itself. So if you want to farm this XPs, this is the method that I'm using. As you can see, it's extremely far. You are getting around 2000 to 3000 runes every single time without even using any form of XP buffs, and it can increase your rune capacity of your souls capacity every single time you do this method. But just by flat damage itself, I'm doing around to 2000 to 3000 XP every single run, and it's extremely fast. Beside all of that, you get also a lot of silk if you want to farm some silk to craft yourself a different form of armors itself. But by all means, it is literally the most fastest method you will find earlier into the game. Once again, do not worry, I'm going to showcase you exactly what I'm doing, where I am, with the path you need to follow, where you need to get here, the summonings I'm using, and of course the method I have performed to build crafting to make sure that you're doing the most damage as possible when it comes to this farming method itself. By all means, if you do like this content, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, because it truly helps me tremendously in terms of navigating the YouTube algorithm moving forward itself. As usual, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and yours the Yashaload itself, and let's hit it and let's do this farming method heads on. Now, where we need to go first. Now, for us to be able to start this farming method, we need to go to the Sandgate village, and precisely to the village entrance. That is literally the very first checkpoint in your secondary chapter. As you progress through the game itself, you will encounter yourself these two bosses right here, the first prince and the second prince. Your goal is of course is to beat these bosses so you can progress in towards the story itself. Still in the same area of the Sand village itself, mark yourself to this location right here, where you're gonna find loads of enemies and surrounding. On the hilltop you're gonna find snipers, enemies lurking around left and right, but most importantly you find yourself to this shack, and I speak towards this NPC that are hitting themselves towards this shack right here, and they're gonna speak about you need to find the third prince. And the third prince is supposed to be a noble prince and is somewhere captured in the hidden area of Buddha itself. So knowing that, for this point we're gonna need to progress to the game itself until we reach the prison area of Black Myth Wukong. That is a straight copy of the Dark Souls prison area of Dark Souls 3 itself. We're gonna need to reach to the upper echelon of this area and follow the road that I'm taking you exactly right here until we reach, of course, the prince itself. If you come here for the first time very early, you might find him in this location. The enemy, the third prince, we need to fight, kill him, and of course he's gonna drop you of course the sword, so you're gonna use the Ashen Slumber. If it's not the case, just follow the path I'm thinking right now, all the way down until you reach the cell area. Is here. You're gonna find two NPCs. The one on the right is one we're gonna need, and you're gonna find again the sword right here. There's something happened between those two, and of course the sword that we need. This sword is there gonna allow us to use the Ashen Summoning, the Ashen Slumber itself. Now, for those who do not know how we can actually open up all these cell doors, once again we go up to the upper pavilion of this prison area itself. We're gonna turn around and drop on this hill exactly right here. Under this location you're gonna find yourself a boss fight, and this boss fight is going to, at least after you win this boss fight, you're gonna have the access to open up all the cell blocks in this area itself. So once we are there, we need to go back to the hollow. Now, how to reach this farming method. Now, once again, the farming method you can find in the Rabbit Hollow itself, and me precisely, you need to go to the upper hollow itself. The upper hollow is the beginning starting point for us to have access towards the easiest way towards the farming spot. Once again, just follow the path that I'm taking you and try to ignore every single thing in the surrounding. Just follow the path until all the way you reach your bonfire, your Side of Grace, or your Buddha's temple, so we can start the farming method. Let's go. Now, what I'm using for farming method as well is a second summoning, the Gore Eye Douse. The Gore Eye Douse is one of the summoning when the moment you activate it, so long you stay in the pool of glow, it's increase your attack power. I like to use that just to increase my DPS once the moment I'm doing my burst attack with my other summoning, the Ashen Summoner itself. Combine those two, I can one-shot a lot of those cocoons very fast and very easy. So how do I get this summoning? To be able to have access to the summoning, you have to go back to the sand village again, this village entrance. I go all the way to where you defeated the second prince, and at the same area of the second prince, you're gonna find yourself this massive door here is gonna be locked for the first time you arrive here. So if you continue towards the story itself, eventually you're gonna get yourself to the Tiger Vanguard, defeat the Tiger Vanguards, and behind them you're gonna find a statue up the stairs itself. Get the statue because they have you access towards the key you need to open out the big door I mentioned before. Once you do all that, go back towards where you found the secondary prince itself, open the door with this key, and literally venture yourself all the way northward, all the way to the end until you meet the Gore Eye Douse in this area itself. It's one of those mini bosses you'll find in the area. Defeat him, you will get the soul that you need to be able to have access towards this Douse. And that's it, guys. Moment with all of that, combine those two with the perks that I'm using right now. If it comes to increases my attack power and my critical damage, the only two perks are activated just to make sure that I have the best form of DPS to do this farming method as easy and as fast as humanly possible. I just rinse and repeat. I kill the cocoons and I go back to the site of grace, kill the cocoons, go back to the bonfire, kill the cocoons, go back to the Buddha's temple, kill the cocoon, go back to the site of grace, and I rinse and repeat as much as I want, and at the same time getting all the silk I need. And hopefully all of this was helpful. I once again want to mention more than half of you guys who are watching my videos are not subscribed. I would say if you like this content, do help a brother out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's all 100% for free, but helps me tremendously a lot in navigating the YouTube algorithm itself. Hopefully I can see you all during my live streams and the next Let's Play game tips and tricks and no gameplay walkthrough you'll find and abundance within this channel. So, and once again, I'm your host Yasha Lord itself, and I certify this message completely fresh. See you guys next time, man. One love only. Peace.